Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's BarberGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. Hang on. What do you got this morning? I got something familiar. It came in the mail again just the other day. 1 minute. Boy, that is really, really good. Black Rifle Coffee Company, CAF. This is their coffee round in the little Keurig cups that has 2 times the caffeine. We've used this before on the show, and yeah, you want to get going in the morning? Yeah, Black Rifle Coffee Company, CAF. This again is the Coffee of the Month Club gift that I received from my nephew Jason, his wife Allison, and the boys. So that is absolutely fantastic. And we are using, once more, the Linus and Snoopy security blanket mug. How about that, huh? Isn't that great? Yeah, because it's summer. This is summer fun, right? Snoopy on a summer day. I know he's done it in the wintertime too, but you know, grabbing Linus's blanket and running off with it because it is warm. It is summer, the start of August, and I think we're already into the dog days already. My gosh! Hang on, one more sip. And I'm glad I got a good hot cup of coffee because I read somewhere that if you want to get cool on a warm day, drink something warm. Have you ever heard that before? And you know, instead of drinking something like a cold lemonade, drink like a nice hot cup of coffee, and that will cool you down better than a cold beverage. Have you ever heard that? I think I heard that somewhere. Maybe I'm mistaken. If you have, comment below and let us know. And if there's any science behind it, let us know about that too. So it is warm. I got a t-shirt on and I'm wearing short pants. The AC is not on, but I've got ceiling fans going and that sort of thing. So I might be perspiring a little bit, but we have Witch Hazel to refresh myself and cool myself down. Here's this t-shirt. See that right there? Rovers Rugby. My nephew Tom played for them a few years ago. They're a rugby team on the west side of Cleveland. I went to a few of their games, and yeah, really entertaining kind of sport. I really don't fully understand it, but it was kind of neat watching them run up and down the field and tackle each other and I don't know. It was kind of neat. It was different. I really enjoyed myself. So how are you this morning? Great to be with you. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. As we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Yeah, absolutely. One more sip. That is really, really good. And again, twice the caffeine, so it'll really get you going in the morning. And as we like to say here on the program as well, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate that. If for those of you who are listening to the podcast, thanks very much for tuning us in. Really do appreciate that. Now, I got to correct something. I had promised to be using on this episode a Trader Joe's instant coffee packet. And I had mentioned either in Second Cup or the previous Monday Morning Mailbag, I can't remember which, that I was going to use this. And you know what? I went to my cupboard and I don't have any. They're not there. And, you know, I made a mental note, I got to get some. And I forgot to get over to Trader Joe's. So I'll have to get over there and get some more of these, and we can compare Trader Joe's instant coffee packets, which are all dressed up with creamer and sugar right there. And we'll compare that to some of the other instant coffees we've used on the program. We've featured this before, though. We featured this on the Monday Morning Mailbag and Second Cup. So it's not like we're missing out on anything. We've featured this before, but I had said something about maybe using it on this episode, and I just forgot to get some. Thought I had some in the house. I was mistaken. However, you know, Black Rifle Coffee Company, CAF, to the rescue. Absolutely. One more sip. That's absolutely fantastic. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. We got a great show for you this morning. We got a great viewer shaving tip. We've got a shave den visit. We have some great refill comments. A lot of new wet shave gear. My gosh, some great stuff to show you this week, and also some great questions and comments. So thanks very, very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. So let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. This morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Rob Miller. And Rob writes, "Good morning, Mark. I would like to offer a shaving tip or safety tip for wet shavers using a 2 or 3-piece razor. Unfortunately, I learned the hard way. When changing or installing the blade, use a towel to hold the head when tightening or loosening, especially when hands are wet and soapy. The head spinning in your hand does a number on the fingers. So take a second and grab that towel." Rob Miller. Hey, Rob, that is an absolutely fantastic practical tip. Thank you so much for sharing it. A great tip for all the new wet shavers out there as well, because, yeah, I think a lot of us have made that mistake of not having a towel here to assist when we are installing a blade or taking a blade out, that sort of thing. And you know what? Before cameras rolled, I had a shave, and just by force of habit, I grabbed the towel here and I put that razor head right in there because my hands were rather slick after the shave, and I was able to, open up the head of the cap of the base plate there. And of course, when I have it like that, I also will, when I'm not on camera doing a shave, I'll sometimes use a towel to also install the blade as well. I know a lot of my reviews, I'm installing the blade rather carefully on camera, but I'm also making sure my hands are nice and dry. So an absolutely fantastic tip, Rob. Really, really do appreciate it. And again, a great tip that we may have mentioned it before in the past, but another tip. It's another one of those tips. Great to revisit, especially for those out there who are new to wet shaving and who have just subscribed to the channel and maybe they missed that episode. So thanks very much for an absolutely fantastic shaving tip. And to say thank you for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the morning viewer shave, on the viewer morning, the shaving tip that we talk about every Monday morning on the Monday Morning Mailbag, if I use it in that segment, the viewer morning shaving tip segment, that's it. You too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Rob, thanks again for a really, really terrific tip. I really do appreciate it. Hey, we have a Shave Den visit this morning, and it comes from viewer James Gazda, Jim from Northfield. He acquired some new gear for his Shave Den, and he writes, "Hey, Mark, I thought I would share a photo of my new pearl razors. The one on the right is the hammer with extra base plate. The one on the bottom is the K2 dual handle razor. The one on the top is the L55 antique brass 3-piece razor. Can't wait to try these. Best of all, I got all of these brand new for just $50, free shipping on eBay. What a deal. I know you've reviewed these razors. It's what convinced me to purchase them. Thank you. Have a great week. Jim from Northfield." Wow, Jim, that's absolutely fantastic. A great deal on all 3 of those razors. Yes, we've reviewed all 3 of those razors, and I'll just give you a little synopsis on each one. The hammer, boy, this is hefty, and it's got a lot of growl. For me, it's not a daily driver, but boy, this will definitely take care of 3, 4, 5 days worth of beard growth. And of course, it comes with that second base plate, an open comb base plate. So you get the straight bar and the open comb base plate. Yeah, this is a substantial razor. Really, really a lot of weight, beautifully plated. And again, a little more growl. Not a daily driver for me. Your mileage may vary. The K2 dual handle razor is wonderful. It comes with a long handle and a short handle. I prefer the longer handle, although the short handle, I've used it. Very, very nice. I've used this for both face shaves and head shaves. It really is terrific, mild and efficient, very, very smooth. The end tabs of a razor blade are enclosed in the razor head, and I like it. I also like the carving in the handle on both the long handle and the short handle. Really provides a great grip, and they also have the Pearl name carved in there. I don't know if you can see that right there. See that? Yeah, that's a really nice touch, but it really allows for a really nice grip too, because the flesh of your fingers kind of press into that carving, and really affords a really nice grip. I like that a lot. And finally, the L55 antique brass razor from Pearl. Really terrific razor. It's less than $20, I think, online at Amazon, some other outlets where you can buy it. And it really is a mild shave, wonderfully efficient, very smooth, really nice weight. Just a terrific razor. This is a great razor to gift a new wet shaver because it's a 3-piece razor. It looks great, a great price point. You can afford to buy, a dozen of these for Christmas and give them out as gifts. That's how low cost it is. I've seen this on sale for even, I think, less than $15, I think, at times. So check out the sales for the coming holiday season. I can't believe we're already talking about that. But the coming holiday season, this might be on sale, so you can get a really nice deal on this razor. You can buy several as Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, absolutely. But it really does give a nice mild shave, and it looks great. And I've enjoyed it. I've done face shaves and head shaves with it. And yeah, really terrific. So all these razors from Pearl are really terrific. And Jim, you got a great deal if you got 3 of those for just $50 with free shipping. Brand new on eBay. Wow, that is terrific. These are really well-priced, well-made razors. And again, your mileage may vary, but yeah, this hammer, that's got a little bit of growl for me. But the other two, the L55 and the K2, beautiful, mild razors, nice efficiency, and I really enjoy both of those. Mild enough for me to use with a head shave. So, Jim, congratulations on the new acquisitions for your shave den, and thanks for sharing with all the viewers. Really do appreciate it. Well, my thanks to viewer Aaron Watson for sending along this heads up and reminder regarding the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup. And Aaron writes, "Hey, Mark, I thought I would pass along that I saw on Facebook the tickets for the 2024 Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup have gone on sale. They are limiting attendance to 50 people this year. Hope to see you there. Thanks, Aaron Watson." Aaron, thanks very much for the reminder. Yes, I already have my ticket. Folks, get up there and get a ticket. They're limiting it to only 50 attendees. So here's what they have to say here, and we will link both to the Facebook page and also to the main page where you can get tickets. 2024 Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup, Saturday, September 14th, 2024, from 11:30 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. at River's Edge Cutlery in Hilliard, Ohio. And as they write here, it's the 4th annual Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup. Our overhead went down, so yours does too. This year's ticket price is just $5. We are thankful to have River's Edge Cutlery as our host for this year's event. Due to space, we must cap attendance at 50. Get your tickets early to ensure your spot at the event. Oh, and they're also going to have a Meetup soap and splash for all attendees. Shannon Soap and Spearhead Shaving are teaming up to bring you Woody's Victories, a woody, floral, and spicy agarwood base with a clean, ozonic freshness and subtle greenness throughout. Wow, that sounds great. And we're bringing in food trucks. There will be a few options from which to choose, but we're looking to make it tasty and affordable. We'll announce the trucks when we get them finalized. More sponsors, more prizes. You'll be entered into a drawing for great prizes from Shannon Soaps, Spearhead Shaving, The Gentle Shave, Timeless Razor, Sterling Soap Company, and many more. And of course, they'll have a PIF table and a lot of other great details. We'll link to it so you can get up there and read all about it. But the highlights sound absolutely amazing. I've got my ticket, $5, get you a ticket. They're limiting it to only 50 attendees. So get a ticket now before it's sold out. This is an absolutely wonderful wet shaving meetup and an absolutely fantastic venue over at Rivers Cutlery in Hilliard, Ohio. So my thanks to Aaron Watson for very kindly sending along the reminder and also getting the links to us so that we can share them with all of you out there. All that information was very kindly posted by Michael Fairdale, who is also helping with the festivities of this year's Wet Shave Meetup, and James German being the gentleman who is kind of spearheading this entire Wet Shave Meetup project. So gentlemen, thank you all again very much for the great reminder. Mark your calendar, the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup this year, September 14th, 2024, from 11:30 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m., Rivers Edge Cutlery in Hilliard, Ohio. Get that ticket before they're all sold out. Oh, want to mention this as a highlight regarding this year's Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup. As they write here, the meetup gives back to the community. The Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup is proud once again to support the Children's Cancer Research Fund through Barb Keiss and the Great Cycle Challenge. Over the past 6 years, Barb has ridden over 1,100 miles and raised nearly $17,000. For the 4th year in a row, our own Dave Keiss will be holding a raffle in support of Barb's efforts for some super shaving prizes from all the great artisans. Last year, the OWSM donation to the raffle won a prize package from Pasteur Shaving, which will be given away at this year's meetup. Wow, that's absolutely fantastic. So again, folks, a great event, and it's also helping a great cause. So my thanks to Dave and Barb Keiss. We'll have more information regarding their fundraiser as well in the weeks to come. And get your ticket to a really terrific meetup. You not only have a great time, but you're also helping a really good cause. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and More, Monday Morning Mailbag and More, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and now right here on YouTube. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on, one more sip here. Boy, that is terrific. Wow, that's got a great flavor to it. And you know it's good when you're going in for an extra sip. Absolutely fantastic. Again, from Black Rifle Coffee Company, CAF. Twice the caffeine. Boy, this will get you going in the morning. And you know what? A big thank you to viewer Jimmy V Photography for this beautiful and delightful Peanuts coffee mug, the Linus and Snoopy security blanket mug. There's Linus on that side, and let's turn it around here and show you Snoopy on the other side, grabbing that security blanket. It's just an absolutely delightful coffee cup and coffee mug. And, it's got that summertime vibe, outside running around, that sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So a big thank you to Jimmy V for this mug. It's just a wonderful, delightful mug, and makes the coffee all the more enjoyable. Hang on, one more sip. All right, we'll set that aside there. Boy, that's good. That's good coffee and a really terrific mug. Let's get to some of these refill comments. Hey, Al Spencer wrote, since it's my face, my rules, I always go for the BBS. The wife loves the feel of my smooth face, and so do I. I find that the keys are a good pre-shave routine, a quality shave soap, a good blade and razor pairing, then followed by an alum block, witch hazel, balm, and aftershave. Rarely do I experience razor burn and can't remember my last ingrown hair. Full disclosure, being retired, I have the time to enjoy the moment. Yeah, we shared this comment in last week's Second Cup podcast, but it is just such a great comment that we're sharing it again here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. It's a great reminder to everyone out there, if you're doing the traditional wet shave, take your time, do all the proper prep, and you'll get a great result. Now, if your routine is such that you got to dash out the door in the morning, hey, you can always shave at night before you turn in and get a great result, and that should last you through the remainder of your day, that starting with the next morning. And a lot of wet shavers out there will do that. They prefer to shave at night, and then that way they're clean shaven in the morning and they can get on with their day. Or if you want to shave in the morning, just get up 30 minutes earlier and just do the shave and take your time with it. And that it is just such a great way to shave. And again, as I've always said, this is a great time to be doing the traditional wet shave because there is so much available, from artisan shave soaps to razors to blades, to aftershave balms, shaving bowls and mugs and scuttles. It's just so much great wet shave gear out there to make your traditional wet shave, your morning shave, or your evening shave all the more enjoyable. So Al, thanks very much for a great, great reminder. Really, really do appreciate that. This comes from Rod Sloan, 706. G'day, Mark. Melbourne. Hey, this is all the way from down under. Rod, thanks so much for checking in. Great Monday morning mailbag as usual. Tuesday morning, July 30th here. That's right, because of the time difference. You're absolutely right about the Thayers. Been using it for nearly 2 years now. Post-alum block routine. I find it helps just that little bit more before I go to the splash than balm, or he says here, balm star jelly. I still regard the alum routine as necessary with the Thayers, not replacing it. And of course, applying the Thayers after the alum is eventually rinsed off. As for helping my anti-aging, NUP, well, he writes here NUP, N-U-P. I guess is that down under E's for nope, N-O-P-E? I think it is. NUP. Can't claim that one. Thoroughly enjoy Monday Morning Mailbag and your reviews. Take care, Mark. P.S. Taylor of Old Bond Street, Eton College, amazing shave cream, even better when matched with Splash, then cologne. Great throughout the day hold. Yeah, thanks for mentioning Eton College shave cream. Mark Bagwell did a review on this in the last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. Check it out if you missed it. This is an absolutely fantastic shave cream and a wonderful, wonderful scent. So yeah, thanks for that, Rod. Thanks for the vote for that. And yeah, Thayers, we've been talking about Thayers. I have both here, the original Witch Hazel and the facial toner Witch Hazel original, but it's alcohol free. And I've been using both of them. And like you, I have not been skipping the alum block. I said I was going to skip the alum block, but I find myself using the alum block. I did skip one shave a couple days ago, skipped the alum block, and I thought, nah, I got to use that alum block. Yeah. So I think I'm going to be using the alum block on camera, off camera when I use the Witch Hazel. And I have been enjoying this as well. It's been an absolutely terrific addition to my post-shave routine. So Rod, thanks very, very much for that. I really do appreciate it. This comes from Sam Hillenbrand, 6291. Hey, Mark, great show. Thanks for the shout out regarding soap scents for the fall and winter. Razor Emporium Sandalwood is truly my favorite sandalwood, but Taylor of Old Bond Street is right on its heels in second. Also, when discussing about teardrop handle razors, there is also Parker's 111B, which has some heft to it and is a mild razor. Have a great week. Hey, thanks very much for that, Sam. I am not familiar with the Parker 111B. I'm going to have to look into that and check that out and find that on Amazon. Thanks very much for the recommendation. Of course, we talked about these razor handles in last week's Monday Morning Mailbag, and I pointed out that the Mocha razor from Global Shave Clubs International has this teardrop handle. Mark Bagwell reminded me that the Edwin Jagger Chatsworth is also a teardropped handled razor. So if you're looking for a teardropped handle razor, check out the Parker 111B or the Chatsworth from Edwin Jagger. So thanks very much for that, Sam, and thanks to Mark Bagwell for that little piece of information as well. Bob LaRoe wrote, today's tip, There are lots of ways to scrape some soap out of a container. Poker chips, guitar picks, butter knives, etc. I hadn't thought of a tongue depressor. Yeah, that was a previous shaving tip, viewer morning shaving tip that we had. Just get a tongue depressor. You can get them from your doctor. Hey, doc, you got a few of those I can borrow? And they make a great little tool to scrape out some shave soap. I hadn't thought of it either. It's just kind of a no-brainer. Kind of like, why didn't I think of that? It was a really, really terrific shaving tip. I agree, Bob. Really, really terrific. This comes from Stephen M. 1563. Nice to see the new TI razor. I have been on the pre-order list for a while. I'm excited for Wednesday. Have a great week, Mark. This is regarding the TI Glide S1 from Tightener. We did a review on it this past Wednesday. We talked about it also on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Here it is right here. Absolutely fantastic razor. It's a single edge razor, and you're using it at about a 17-degree angle here. Boy, does this deliver a close, smooth shave. It has a magnetic cap that attaches to the base plate, and also this little knob in the back here also acts as a little clamp to tighten down that cap on the base plate, so everything is nice and secure. Alignment is spot on. End tabs are enclosed in the razor head. Titanium, absolutely wonderful, wonderful razor. And we had a review that ran this past Wednesday. We also talked about it on a previous Monday Morning Mailbag. And the folks at Tightener were very, very kind enough to send one along to the channel. And Ken Surf's also got one. Subi Shaves got one. And I think the Italian Shaver got one. So check out their reviews as well and see what they have to say about it. But I got such a delightful shave with it. It really is terrific. It's a terrific razor. It really, really is. So, Steve, when you receive yours, please let us know how you like it. Feel free to send in a review, and we will share it with all the viewers. So thanks very much for your comment. Witar 7090 wrote, ethanol will be in witch hazel through steam distillation. Thayers may use an additional process step that removes the ethanol through additional distillation, extraction, or some other process. I'll add that the main compounds distilled out of the witch hazel plant, excluding ethanol, are in whatever witch hazel product you use. I believe that the person that brought it up in Monday Morning Mailbag is correct. If regulatory agencies define witch hazel as containing ethanol and Thayers removes it, then it most likely does not meet the definition of witch hazel. There are most likely benefits of the compounds sans ethanol, but I have no idea what they may be. Yeah, this is regarding whether or not Thayers with alcohol in it, original witch hazel, or Thayers witch hazel, which is alcohol-free, is an actual witch hazel. I've been using them both, but to be honest with you, I've been using the original one with alcohol because I want that antiseptic quality from the alcohol. Now, a lot of wet shavers out there will use the alcohol-free version because the alcohol may dry their skin, and this has aloe vera in it. This also has aloe vera in it, the one with alcohol. But either one, try them both, see how they work for you, your face, your rules, that sort of thing. But I've been using the one with alcohol, and it's been a great addition to my post-shave routine. And there was a discussion in the previous Monday Morning Mailbag whether or not removing the alcohol still makes it a witch hazel. So I'm sure that we'll have more discussion on that. So Witar 7090, thanks very much for that input. Really do appreciate it. Oh, Witar 7090 also sent this along regarding the Real Shave razor that we talked about in previous Monday Morning Mailbags. And he writes here, if the oil did solidify, then something like WD-40, which acts as a solvent, might loosen it so the knob will turn. If it's rust, then it may be able to loosen it as well. I suspect that if it's rust, then probably will not work. I would spray, pour it on the moving parts, and let it sit for 10 minutes or so to give it a chance to dissolve the solidified oil. I use WD-40 to remove Cosmoline from Antique Items. Cosmoline was used to protect metal parts on items that were intended to be stored for some time. If the oil in the razor did solidify, then I suspect that it would be similar to Cosmoline. I've never heard of that. Cosmoline, Cosmoline. And it's not really the razor. The razor's fine. You know, the razor's fine. You can open up the door here and see that? The razor's fine. And then this little lever here, this turns. It's not a problem. It's when you put in one of these cartridges, one of these older cartridges, they're like new old stock. They've been sealed up. Now this one is already open. And it has a blade. It has a ribbon blade in it. We'll show it to you again. It has this ribbon blade right here. Okay, see that? And the idea is you put this in like this. Okay, let's see if we can get this loaded up again. Okay, you put that in there like that, and then you close it. All right, and then you tighten this down, right, like that. We'll show it to you one more time. Now, you can shave with that blade edge right there, okay? Shave with that, and then when it becomes dull, you just turn this knob here, and then that will, oh, look at that. Oh, it's turning. Hey, is it moving? I don't think it's moving. I think it's slipping. Well, it's turning, okay? But what that does, it's not turning smoothly. It should turn smoothly. It's turning. Well, you can see it's turning. But anyhow, it advances the ribbon blade in there so you can get a fresh edge after the edge that you've used has become dull. Kind of a neat idea. So I don't think this one is working that well either. It's kind of jumpy in there. So it's not really, I think it's slipping is what it is. I think this gear little here, this hole, this gear is stripped, I think, is what's going on. Either this one or this one. I can't remember. But anyhow, I don't know which one it is. But anyhow, that's the real shave. And to be perfectly honest with you, if I have to use a WD-40 or something like that, I don't know. I'm just afraid that there might be some rust or something in there. It's not, you know what? It's a nice item to look at. If I come across one of these cartridges that I know is perfectly safe and, moves freely in the razor head, and then I know that it's fine, then I might shave with it. But for now, kind of a neat thing to look at. And yeah, so got this from my late Uncle Ernie. He sent this, he gave this to me. I guess he used it. He never really mentioned if this worked for him or not, but he gave it to me, and it really is kind of a neat piece of shaving history, the real shave. All right, so thanks very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Witar7090. Viewer Bart Buzz wrote, regarding that real shave razor, have you tried placing the head in hot water to see if that would loosen the cassette? You know what? I haven't. That's a really, really good idea. But again, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I don't know. I would rather come across one that just works, and then it'll tell me that it's held up over all these years. I need to do a little more research on this. Maybe there's somebody else out there in the know that understands this razor and can give me some reliable information on getting a good cartridge and the safety aspect of it, because I don't want to take a chance using a blade that is so old that it might be imperfect and might cause, I don't know, it has a little bit of rust in there or something like that. That would be bad. So again, I think it's just something that I'm going to look at and admire and say, look at that. I've got a real shave from back in the day. And again, I used it, gee whiz, a number of years ago. I don't know how many, but the cassettes were working and everything was fine. I just wish I had understood the proper prep in doing the traditional wet shave, because I think I probably would have stayed with this razor and probably would have gone all through those cartridges. To be perfectly honest with you, I probably would have used all of them. Because I think it felt like it was going to give a good close shave. It's just that I wasn't using the proper protection, the proper shaving soap, shaving cream to get a really, really good lather as we do right now. So yeah, so I don't know. It's like I say, it's nice. I'll admire it. I think it's a good suggestion, Bart, but I don't know if I'm going to do anything like that. When it comes to how much shaving soap or cream to use, it's fun to see how little product to use, but why? We all have enough soap to last a lifetime. I agree. Load away. Load away. I mean, look at the Eton College here, look at that. I mean, that's kind of shifted a little bit in the tub, but my gosh, just load away and just use it. You can always get more, Absolutely. So I agree. Just go ahead and make as much lather as you want. Make heaps and heaps and heaps of lather. Enjoy the traditional wet shave. I absolutely agree. Thanks very much for that, Bart. Really do appreciate it. Clean Shave Dad wrote, I'm wondering if you heat that cartridge up, if the lubricant would go back to a more liquid state. Yeah, again, another great suggestion for heating up the cartridge. Again, I don't know. If I get adventurous, maybe I'll give it a try, but I would much rather find a cartridge that I knew was going to work right off the bat and would be safe and not have any contamination, so to speak. And I'm thinking that these cartridges that I have, because I'm not able to turn them and everything, that I'm thinking in the back of my mind, maybe some rust is built up. It's not worth it. Again, I'll put it on the shelf in the shave den and I'll admire it. Look at that, the real shave. That sort of thing. So thanks for that, Clean Shave Dad. I appreciate that. More than one viewer out there kind of on the same page with heating up the cartridge. Neil from Oz, another viewer from down under. Witch hazel or not witch hazel, all I know is that Thayer's works for me. Hey, that's great to hear. I really do appreciate it. And this was followed up by Ecstatic Temporality, who wrote, I just started Thayer's with my shaving routine, and thus far I've noticed an appreciable difference. Well, that's great to hear. And again, I'm using it post-shave in all of my shaves, and I'm really, really liking it. And I think there's something going on there. I really do. I think I am seeing a little bit of a positive difference in my skin as well. So we're going to continue to use it. And again, I'm using the one with alcohol. And I have been switching back and forth from alcohol to non-alcohol. But again, I'm going to be using the alum block consistently again in my post-shave routine. So it'll be rinse routine, then alum block, then wait, then rinse the alum block off, then witch hazel, then wait, then splash and balm. That's what I've been doing post-shave routine, and it's been great. It's absolutely wonderful. So thanks for that, gentlemen. Really do appreciate it. Oh, here, Mark Vernick also has some great information regarding witch hazel, and he wrote, Mark did a quick search on witch hazel, posted the one in the comments from the FDA. Here is a synopsis of what else I found. Hope it helps. I found it very interesting and hope you do as well. We are both non-chemists, but Thayer's has a great article posted below. Sincerely, Mark Vernick. Now, this is from the Thayer's website. We'll link it below. And they write, witch hazel naturally contains 8 to 12% tannins, but the alcohol content depends on the extraction process. Most witch hazel extracts are distilled with denatured alcohol, ethanol, resulting in a final product with around 14 to 15% alcohol. However, some brands like Thayer's use alcohol-free extraction methods. So here's what they write here. Alcohol-based extraction, the most common extraction method, which preserves eugenol, potential allergen and skin irritant. Alcohol-free extraction uses water or steam distillation to create an alcohol-free product. Alcohol-free witch hazel is ideal for sensitive skin, body washes, foaming products, and high temperatures. We'll link to that below where you can get all that information. Mark, thanks very, very much for that. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, the review ran this past Friday. If you missed it, check it out. New from Phoenix Shaving, Camp Phoenix right here. Boy, is this a marvelous, marvelous scent. When I first opened this up, it absolutely grabbed my attention as summer camp by a lake. Absolutely fantastic. My gosh. And here is the scent profile. Mesquite wood, pine and white sage fire with white birch, tar, charcoal, and spice notes. A virtual smellscape. Camp Phoenix is canoe trips and starfish sailing boats afloat Lake Little Nessie, Bigfoot's edible flora and bug identification, trail walks, Mothman's candlelight night hikes, Clown Fruit's Face Painted Capture the Flag, Wendigo Wilderness Survival Course, Lost Dutchman's Grim Rapids, Gold Panning, Skinwalker Soccer, Spring Heeled Jack's Jumping Rope Course, Space Time Hand Drumming, Doug's Dowsing Wood Whittling Hour, the Talking Stick, but not the one you remember, and lastly, Chef Chupacabra's annual end of summer weenie roast, and a final evening of flickering face-lit flashlight ghost tales told around a grand and crackling fire. Smells just like this. It does. It absolutely does. It captures all that great summertime camp fun. It's the great outdoors. It's the great outdoors. By a campfire, by a lake, out there, capture the flag. Red Rover, can Douglas come over? It's all of that. Really, it is fantastic. I really, really love this scent. And I happened to mention during the review that, August is kind of like summer winding down. You think, hey, there's plenty of summer left. Absolutely. And I remember a lot of my friends going off to summer camp in August. Yeah, and that's, And that's what I remember. And again, we're just getting, it's warm right now, dog days of summer during the month of August. Yeah, so this is perfect for that. Absolutely. It's an absolutely wonderful summertime scent. You can also use this year round. It really is terrific. On those cold winter days, break this out and relive summer memories on those cold winter days when you need a summer lift. Yeah, this would be perfect for it. Camp Phoenix from Phoenix Shaving. Boy, this just dropped. My thanks to Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for very kindly sending this to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers. We'll have links below, folks. A really, really wonderful, wonderful summertime scent. Again, Camp Phoenix from Phoenix Shaving. Thanks, Doug, Fran, Hux, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving. We'll have links below. Viewer Tim Whitcup sent along this heads up about a brand new razor from Muhle, the NEO, N-E-O. Introducing our latest safety razor edition, the NEO. Designed for beginners and enthusiasts, this new series boasts a fresh, sleek design with flawless finishes. Featuring handles of cool chrome, the NEO is accented by bands of calm glacier blue, pastel salvia green, and classic black. Soft, non-slip line bands ensure the perfect grip during wet shaving. Wow, they even have matching shave brushes. Looks absolutely fantastic. We'll link it below where you can find the new Muhle NEO Razor. It looks absolutely fantastic. My thanks to Tim Whitcup for the heads up on this one. Tim, thanks very much. Again, folks, from Muhle, the NEO, a brand new razor. Also some matching shaving brushes you can see from the photograph there. We'll link it below. Thanks again, Tim. Hey, the folks at Supply have a brand new razor. And as they write here, new. Meet the travel-ready SE Disposable Razor. Just like our best-selling Single Edge SE, these premium disposable razors are engineered to provide a safe, smooth, and irritation-free single-blade shave. With fixed stainless steel blades, they're convenient and travel-ready, so you can take them with you wherever you go. Nick Stop technology reduces nicks and cuts by 75%. Consciously crafted with 65% ocean-bound plastic and 35% wheat straw, good for 8 to 10 shaves per razor, travel-friendly, and you get a 5-pack of these disposable SE razors for only $15. That's really, really terrific. And again, they are the disposable version of their wonderful Supply SE Single Edge Injector Razor. I absolutely love this razor. This is my go-to razor for head shaves. Also fantastic for face shaves. It really is terrific. And now you don't have to take this one and worry about losing it. You can take a disposable SE razor with the same Nick Stop technology. Get a 5-pack for $15, and each of those is good for 8 to 10 shaves. So we'll link it below where you can find it at the Supply website. Wow, that is really, really neat. My thanks to Jim from Northfield and the folks at Supply for sending along the heads up. I received this email from viewer Abane Samant, and he writes, "Hi Mark, hope you're enjoying this beautiful summer. Based on your recommendation, my wife bought the complete Crabapple and Newton collection for my birthday. About 25 or so years back, I used to wear the Crabtree and Evelyn Sandalwood cologne, which my wife loved, but is unfortunately gone and cannot be replaced. However, this is a pretty close substitute. I would say it's a little bit lighter than the original when it comes to the sandalwood, but a bit more spice. But regardless, it is absolutely superb. It brings back a lot of great memories. Products work flawlessly, and I am looking forward to using them for a long, long time. Thanks again for the great recommendation. Warmest regards, Abby. P.S. You gotta love the bronze closed comb timeless razor with a Lord blade. Perfect BBS shave with no nicks, cuts, or irritation. Abby, great to hear of the wonderful shave you had with the Crabapple and Newton from Phoenix Shaving and the timeless razor, bronze razor. Absolutely fantastic. You inspired me. So I used both of these before cameras rolled and got an absolutely wonderful, wonderful shave. Now, I didn't use a Lord Platinum blade. I like those a lot. I used a Wizamit blade this time around and got an absolutely spectacular, spectacular shave. And yeah, this bronze razor from Timeless Razor is absolutely wonderful, folks. If you're looking for a really nice upscale gift for the wet shaver in your life, check this out. And also, the stand is absolutely wonderful as well. Yeah, Abby got his at the recent Maggard meetup this past April, and he bought it from the guys at Timeless Razor right there at the meetup. And it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful razor, and he's loving it. So check it out. This is an absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor from the guys at Timeless Razor. We'll have a link to all their wonderful items that you can get online from the folks at Timeless Razor. But Crabapple and Newton is an absolutely glorious scent. Really, really wonderful. It's refined. It's gentlemanly. It is perfect for an evening night out. Whether it's summer, fall, winter, or spring, this one is just absolutely fantastic. I like it a lot, and it just delivered a wonderful, wonderful shave. So just a reminder about Crabapple Newton from Phoenix Shaving, which is their homage to Crabtree and Evelyn. It really is a terrific, terrific shaving soap and a great, great scent. So we will have links below to this. My thanks again to Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for passing this one along to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers. And Abby, thanks very much for the reminder and the endorsement of this. And wow, kudos and bravo to your wife for picking up an absolutely fantastic gift for your birthday. My gosh, again, bravo to her. That's absolutely outstanding. So thanks again, Abby. Really do appreciate it. I received this email from viewer Chris Bodrab. And of course, Chris has shared a lot of great information with fellow wet shavers and viewers here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. This time around, he writes, "Hi, Mark. I know over the past few episodes, people have been talking a lot about Thayer's Witch Hazel Facial Toner. I was first introduced to this by Dave Martin on his channel, Ohio Shaves, and have been a huge fan ever since. Like many people, I really enjoy a number of the artisan splashes, but I will often use Thayer's after the alum block, let it dry, then apply a splash and or balm. If I am not going to use or don't have a matching balm, I will sometimes customize the unscented Thayer's by adding some fragrance oils for the scent. I find a total of 20 to 40 drops per bottle usually does a nice job. The first one I did, I just used peppermint oil, which provided a really nice peppermint aftershave. The second one I did after purchasing P&J Trading's Gentleman's Fragrance Collection from Amazon. This is a really nice package containing 6 fragrance oils: leather, bay rum, sweet tobacco, sandalwood, teakwood, and cedar. I think the last one I did was a combination of 10 drops leather, 10 drops sweet tobacco, 5 drops sandalwood, 5 drops teakwood, and 5 drops cedar. It's a great and inexpensive way to make a custom splash. Another product is Nivea Sensitive Cool Cooling Post-Shave Balm. This is another great product that is inexpensive and is my go-to balm if the shave soap I'm using did not offer a balm in their line. Links below for products mentioned above. Hey, Chris, thanks very, very much for some great product recommendations, but also we really, really like the P&J Trading's Fragrance Oil Gentleman Set, which will give you leather, sweet tobacco, teakwood, bay rum, cedar, and sandalwood, so you can scent your own unscented Thayer's Witch Hazel. That sounds marvelous, folks. We'll have a link to P&J Trading's fragrance oil scent, as well as the Thayer's alcohol-free and unscented facial toner, and also Nivea Men's Sensitive Cool Cooling Post-Shave Balm. We've talked about that one before on the show, but it's also a great reminder to revisit it again. It really is a terrific, terrific product. So Chris, thanks again for the great product recommendations, especially P&J Trading's Fragrance Oil Gentleman Set. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Andrew Hill sent this along regarding sandalwood soaps, and he writes, "Great show this week. I enjoyed the discussion of the sandalwood soaps out there. I agree about Taylor of Old Bond Street. Great soap." Yeah, this shaving cream is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful sandalwood scent. You can see I've been using it. This is like my favorite sandalwood scent. I really like this one a lot. Of course, this is the first sandalwood scented shaving product that I used when I came back to the traditional wet shave, so I am biased, but it is a terrific, terrific sandalwood scent. Yeah, I really like this a lot. And of course, the performance of Taylor of Old Bond Street shave cream's absolutely spectacular. Yeah, so we like it a lot. Anyhow, he continues here, great soap. One of my favorites, though, that doesn't seem to get mentioned as often is SueZBana. Now that's spelled capital S-U-E, capital Z, capital B-A-N-A, and I believe it's pronounced SueZBana. It's a fantastic soap and scent, and it leaves a wonderful post-shave feel on your skin. For me, it's my favorite sandalwood. Highly recommend to anyone who hasn't tried it yet to get a tub. Again, great show. Keep up the great work. Hey, well, thanks very much for the recommendation on SueZBana Sandalwood Shave Soap. Let me say that again. SueZBana Sandalwood Shave Soap. Wow, say that 5 times. Thanks very much for that recommendation, Andrew. Paul H. Films has a few videos featuring SueZBana Sandalwood Shave Soap. Actually, he has one where he shows a complete set of SueZBana shave soap. So we'll link to that one and another one where he discusses this particular product. So my thanks to Paul H. Films for making those available. We'll link them below. And thanks again to Andrew Hill for the heads up on SueZBana, because I haven't heard of it. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Maybe it's the first time you're hearing about it. And again, great time to be doing the traditional wet shave out there because there's so much available. And here's another great artisan shave soap being recommended by Andrew Hill, SueZBana Sandalwood Shave Soap. Again, we'll have links to Paul H. Films where you can check out his reviews on the SueZBana Sandalwood and other scented shave soaps. Again, Andrew, thanks very, very much for the heads up on it. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Viewer Mark Bagwell sent along this fascinating history regarding barber poles. And he writes, barber poles, what do they mean and what do the colors mean? To understand this, we have to go back to the Middle Ages when barbers were known as barber surgeons. That's right. In the Middle Ages, your barber not only practiced shaving, hair cutting, and hairdressing, they also served as surgeons and dentists. So they perform surgery as well as pull teeth. They also perform such services as fire cupping, enemas, as well as bloodletting and leeching. It's the bloodletting that plays a big part in the pole design. It's during this service when the barber would direct the patron to extend his arm and hold onto a pole, thus giving the barber surgeon clear access to the veins for bloodletting. So how did this pole become synonymous with barber surgeons? We have to remember at this time the average person was illiterate and couldn't read a sign if you posted one, but they knew what that pole meant. So barber surgeons would make a similar looking pole to hang outside to advertise their services. This brings us to the colors. The red means blood, such as bloodletting. The white represents bandages, and the blue as in the human veins. Though back then, most of the poles were just red and white. No one is certain as to when the blue was added permanently. It wasn't until 1745 that barbers and surgeons were separated into two different guilds, but the barber kept the barber pole for identification purposes. And let's be honest, for many years, surgeons were in short supply, so many barbers kept up the bloodletting. Now that you know the history and meaning of the barber pole, you'll never look at it the same way again. A link will be added to the National Barber Museum. Check it out. It's very interesting, and we will have that link below. And Mark, thanks again for a really fascinating look at the history of barber poles. Really do appreciate it. I received this email from viewer David Richland with the subject heading, Puck Container Idea. And he writes, Hi Mark, I was really interested in the ramekin you showed for your soap puck on the Monday Morning Mailbag for July 15th. Well, here it is right here. This came from American Vintage Soap Company. There it is right there. And here's one of their pucks that fits right in there like that. Yeah, it's an absolutely terrific, terrific little ramekin. And their soap pucks fit in there very, very nicely. Anyhow, David continues here. I like the idea of just having the puck without the original container, but I'd prefer a container with a cover. I have Tabak in the ceramic bowl with a lid, and I love it. I searched for a ramekin with a lid on Amazon, but couldn't find anything. I then looked at sugar bowls, and while many had lids, they often had spoon slots, and I didn't want to pay the high prices I found. Yesterday, I found this little gem at Goodwill. I knew immediately it would be perfect. I only paid $3. Wow! I also made another Frankenpuck by combining the last of my Cella soap with Paraso White for sensitive skin and Cremo for sensitive skin. It created a great lather and felt really slick. I used my Henson mild razor and got an excellent shave. The total width of the container is just over 4 inches and the opening is 3 inches. Great find. I would like to get some pucks from Colette Classics or American Vintage. I'll have to keep my eye open for other great deals on sugar bowls at local thrift stores. All the best. Love, Monday Morning Mailbag. Dave Richland. And again, Dave is over there at Deja Vu Hair Studio in Aptos, California, 275 Center Avenue, Suite B. So if you're in the area, drop in to Deja Vu Hair Studio. And David, great find. Again, you can find some really, really great wet shaving gear or stuff that becomes great wet shaving gear at thrift stores and Goodwill stores. Really, really fantastic. $3 for that. That's an absolutely great and fantastic find, David. Thanks very much for sharing it with all the viewers. Well, I just refreshed myself with some witch hazel just now. Really, very, very refreshing, especially in this warm weather. And that brings us to an email from viewer Jimmy V with the subject heading, Witch Hazel and the Zerati Wall. Hi, Mark. Happy Tuesday. Just thought I'd pass along some thoughts on witch hazel. My dad used to use it after shaving, but it had an amazing scent. I really wish I could remember the name or what the bottle looked like. One of life's mysteries. Phoenix Shaving Galactic Witch Hazel is 14% alcohol and comes in a spray bottle. It doesn't seem to have any odor at all, just like Thayer's Unscented. Witch hazel does not have to contain alcohol to be considered witch hazel. The defining characteristic is the presence of the active compounds derived from the witch hazel plant. Alcohol is often included in traditional preparations for its preserving and astringent enhancing properties, but alcohol-free versions are also available and widely used. My flow with Thayer's or Phoenix Shaving Witch Hazel is the following. Shave with my normal 4 cold water passes, then 2 washes with a cold water washcloth to wipe away the remaining lather. This is followed by the alum block. While that is drying, I do my hardware cleanup. Use a light wipe with cold wet washcloth to clean off the alum. Then apply the witch hazel. If I'm not needing to apply a scented splash anytime soon, I'm done. I enjoy the way my face feels with just witch hazel on it. If I plan on going out right away, I just skip the witch hazel or use it, give it a bit of time to dry, then put on the splash. Just depends on the situation. Personally, alum is never going to be replaced by witch hazel. They simply do different things and aren't mutually exclusive. Wow, that is great advice regarding witch hazel, alum use, and also some great background information on what is witch hazel, because we've been having this discussion. So thanks very much for that, Jimmy. Really do appreciate it. Now, he continues here on a different note. Here's my Zerati wall. It's where I'll put any notes or such you send me. The George shaving tip letter is mounted on the wall in the den. The Zerati wall is the hall leading into the den. It's what you see when exiting the den after a great shave. I have one mortar frame, just waiting for the frame to arrive so I can get it mounted up. Have a great rest of your week, my friend. Jimmy. Jimmy, I am so very flattered by that. That is really an honor. Thank you very much for sending along the photo and allowing me to share with all the viewers out there. That is really something. Thank you so very much. You know what? I'm speechless by that. I really am. I'm very honored and I'm very flattered. And again, thanks for a great email regarding witch hazel, and thanks for the Zerati wall. That is really an honor. Thanks again, Jimmy. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Zerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the 2 cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video, or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.